Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 5. We will be presenting our case study about Big Bang.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Alianatasha binti Muhammad Rahim, number metric PC24213. I will present overview about Big Bang. Big Bang was established in 2023 and is owned by a former UMP student. The business is managed by Miss Aimi Rahana binti Sabri, a year 4 UMP student. Big Bang employs 12 workers and offers around 7 to 8 types of beverage. The estimated monthly income range from RM800 to RM1000, and the business operates from 4 p.m. until 11 p.m.
So hello everyone, my name is Riza. I am going to explain about the manual cost calculation. So this table shows the cost calculation for the IB business, where all the costs are calculated together, step by step, to understand the actual cost of running the business. First is direct material cost. All the main ingredients such as soda, tea powder, fresh meat, and ice are listed together with their quantities and prices. The total direct material cost is 690 ringgit Malaysian, which helps the seller avoid underestimating raw material expenses. Next is packaging cost. Items like plastic cups, plastic bags, and paper bags are included with the total 70 ringgit Malaysian. Although the packaging costs are small, they are used for every cup sold, so they still affect for the overall cost. Then, how the labor costs are calculated? The labor cost is based on 2 workers working for 7 hours per day at 5 ringgit per hour for 30 days. And it's giving total 2,100 ringgit Malaysia. This is the highest cost, which means managing working hour and productivity is a very important thing. After that comes with the overhead cost. This includes the kiosk rental of 200 ringgit Malaysia per month, making the overhead cost fixed and unavoidable even when the sales are low. When all the costs are added together, the total monthly is 3,060 ringgit Malaysia. Sales data from June to November also shows monthly sales above 6,000 ringgit, which means the business is able to generate the profit consistently. Overall, this calculation helps the seller to understand the real cost and set a suitable price and make the business runs profitably instead of operating at a loss.
Now, I will present about break-even analysis. Break-even is the level of sale where total revenue is equal to total cost. At this point, the business made no profit and no loss. For this business, the fixed cost is RM2,300. The variable cost per unit is RM0.76, and the selling price per unit is RM7 ringgit. Using the break-even formula, BEP equal to fixed cost divided by selling price minus variable cost. So, RM2,300 divided by RM7 ringgit minus RM0.60 give 369 units. This means business must sell at least 369 units to cover all costs. If sales are below 369 units, the business will face a loss. If sales are above 369 units, the business will start making profit. This chart shows the relationship between units sold and amount in RM. The red area represents loss when sales are below the break-even point. The green area represents profit when sales are above the break-even point. The break-even point is clearly shown at 369 units, where total revenue equals total cost.
My name is Nur Hazira binti Isno. My metric number is PC24230.
For this slide, I will explain the profitability analysis of drink business we choose, which is Big Bag. So firstly, the fixed cost of the business is 2,300 ringgit. Each drink is sold at 7 ringgit and the cost to produce one unit is 76 cents. From this, each unit sold contributes 6 ringgit and 24 cents towards covering costs and generating profit. So, the business needs to sell at least 369 units to break even. Since they managed to sell 1,000 units, the total revenue is 7,000 ringgit. Next, the total cost is 3,060 ringgit, which includes both fixed and variable costs. The profit is calculated by subtracting total cost from total revenue. So the result in a profit of 3,940 ringgit. In conclusion, because the actual sales are much higher than the break-even point, the business is clearly profitable and shows a strong financial performance. This slide shows the cost calculation using Celik cost calculator for Big Bag. Big Bags sell 1,000 cups per month. First, we look at the fixed costs. These fixed costs include rent, 200 and labor costs, 2,100. The total fixed cost is 2,300 ringgit, which is 2 ringgit 30 cents per cup. Next are the variable costs. These include raw materials and packaging for each drink. The total variable cost is 760 ringgit and 76 cents per cup. When fixed costs and variable costs are combined, the total cost per cup is 3 ringgit 6 cents and the total monthly cost is 3,060 ringgit. The selling price per cup is 7 ringgit. Based on this price, the business makes a profit of 7,000 ringgit. The break-even point is 369 cups, which means the business needs to sell at least this amount to cover all costs.
My name is Divya Sri Sankar. My metric number is BPQ1213. I will be presenting about the recommendations or strategies for Big Bag to improve profitability and manage costs effectively. First, menu optimization. The menu should focus on items with lower cost per cup and higher profit margin. For example, prioritizing drinks with lower ingredient costs but high demand. This also help improve overall profitability without increasing selling price. Next, supplier price comparison. Ingredient costs should be reviewed by comparing different suppliers. For instance, review suppliers' prices monthly to take advantage of cheaper offers when market price drop. This allows the business to make informed purchasing decision and save money. Third, customer demand forecasting. Sales volume should be estimated based on customer demand trends. For example, using fast daily sales data to estimate average cups sold per day. It helps match production with actual customer demand to prevent losses. Finally, break-even sales planning. The business should calculate the break-even point based on total costs. For instance, determining the minimum number of cups needed daily to avoid losses. This helps guide the business in setting achievable daily sales targets. In conclusion, implementing Big Bag recommendations or strategies of menu optimization, supplier price comparison, customer demand forecasting, and break-even sales planning will help Big Bag manage costs effectively, increase sales, and achieve sustainable profitability.
So I am responsible to explain about systematic costing system. So a more systematic cost calculation system can really help in the business in a few ways. First, accurate the cost calculations. When the business record all the costs properly, like ingredients, packaging, labor, utilities, they will know the real cost of each product. This helps to avoid guessing or missing hidden costs. Second is better pricing decisions. When the business know exactly how much it costs to make the product, they can set the right selling price. The price will not be too cheap until they lost the money, and not too expensive until the customer run away. So pricing become more fair and profitable. So the third one is cost control. With a systematic system, the business can see where the money is spent the most. If some costs are too high, they can find ways to reduce waste and save some money. This help the business manage expenses better and increase the profit. So overall, systematic cost calculation system help the business to be more organized, make smarter decisions, and earn more profit.